Sorry. I'm Freyja. I'll be playing Sylvia Sutton, the Spacer.
I'm Overthinker. I'll be playing Vanya Valiant, the Envoy.
I'm Solomon. I'll be playing Dr. Grant Becker, the Scientist.
And I'm Kippahkid, playing your spacefaring GM. So, as you can see, from the end of Season 1, my hair has grown longer and my beard has grown bigger to emphasize the passage of time. It's entirely my reasoning for this. But it has been a year, both in the frontier and without. So without any more delay, let's get into this. It has been 1 year. 1 year since the crew of the tour bus came together for a salvage mission and ended up on a system-spanning journey that led the crew to discover one of the frontier's darkest secrets. The Black Box was a prison for a world-eating monster known as the Leviathan, and their star, Odyssey, was artificially built from the astral beast known as the Titan by an extinct alien species known as the Mycosians. After Roxxie's sacrifice, the crew of the tour bus has gone their separate ways, while the Oligarchs and Freebooters have rapidly developed tech for their own means, one of which, the Galactic Express, the Frontier's premier interplanetary train. And something in that train has brought one bitchin' crew back together. The Galactic Express is not a smooth ride. Every bump of space debris shakes and rattles the private train car that you have all been shepherded into. Sitting in his armchair, full-on man-spreading, is Cash Cardona, everyone's favorite fixer, who tilts his Stetson up with his thumb, bearing a mischievous grin. Well, fellas, glad you could make it, because I got the job that will be the end of all jobs, and I couldn't think of a better group for it. Grant, as he turns to face you, we fade back to what you're up to before the call came in. Scorching winds whip across the deserts of Ellis. You are at one of the many ramshackle settlements that barely scrape by in the name of true freedom. But even out here, you have found another Valley Aid kiosk replacing doctors and barring medicine behind paywalls. Tell me, what is Grant doing here?
Currently, Grant is basically just putting his fist through the kiosk to start ripping it apart, blatantly no guff or any sort of skill to it whatsoever. Just getting through it to start getting at the chemicals inside, so that way he can make the medicines without making people pay for them. Just fucking thing, and just basically throwing his entire body into making sure that this thing doesn't drain the people of what little bit of money they have to just be able to continue on to the next day.
Right. As you are ripping apart this kiosk, you're starting to gather a bit of a crowd. Most of these people looks like that they've been wearing maybe the same couple pairs of clothes since they've settled here. They are dirty, dust-filled, torn up, but they are watching in awe as this man is doing something that no one thought could be possible since the rise of the oligarchy, and that is stand up to them. Tell me, how has Grant changed physically since the trip back from Odyssey?
Well, for the most part, he's been actually keeping a little bit better care of himself. He's been, as opposed to just letting himself be gruff and unshaven and unclean, he's been working to make sure that he comes off at least as clean and approachable. he has kept his facial hair trimmed. He's been making sure to keep his doctor's coat clean as much as he can whenever he's out and about, and has actually been showing up more by being more present as opposed to being back in a lab somewhere tucked away. He's much more upfront.
Right. And that kind of personality does draw people to you. As you finish gutting this kiosk, a father comes up with a young child who's coughing. Are you here to give us the medicine? We've heard of a man like that going to the settlements.
Yeah, that's me. Just give me a second. He'll just like kneel down and just do like a sort of like brief look over, just trying to diagnose what exactly is wrong, and before he would actually try to put something together to help the kid.
All right, you've seen this before. It's fairly common here in Ellis, is with the sheer amount of dust storms and sandstorms that happen here. Frankly, as a case of this kid's lungs are very dried out and will need some sort of kind of like mucus producing lozenge.
Yeah, I gotcha. And he will actually just go ahead and, from his own little case that he has picked up, he will just like pull out a number of the lozenges and just start passing them out to those who have the coughs that really show that they're suffering from that sort of same illness, and will just pass them out to make sure that people can start like rehydrating their lungs, actually like start mucus production back up again, so that way the body can begin healing.
Okay. And as you're handing these out, you just hear the sound of footsteps crunching down on the sand as a slow clap follows. You have gotten a bit used to this sort of mockery in your recent escapade on Ellis. Approaching you, you see walking in with a sleek, asymmetric uniform, tinted aviators, and a small group of thugs following behind him is your most recent thorn in your side. Cressley, one of the enforcers for the Volley family, here to protect the sanctity of the kiosks. Becker! I thought I'd run into you. Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Well, apparently you're not a very good fucking teacher, are you? And he's just like still passing out the medicine, like just completely not even looking at him.
No, I'm not a teacher. I enforce the rules, and if you refuse to learn, then I'm just going to have to up it. And at that point, he takes out a blaster and shoots one of the civilians. Goes, "Oh, look! A broken arm! Guess you gotta fix that now, huh?"
I think that's the least of their worries. Right now, they've got a cancer in their town, and then he's going to take out his own blaster and will fire at Cressley.
All right. First roll of season 2. Can you give me slinging and swinging?
I sure can, and I will be using my ray gun, so I will be using wild instead.
Amazing. All right. Let's see how it goes.
And I will use one of my inspiration points to go ahead and make that a 10.
Great. So at 10 plus, you can choose 2. Plus 1 additional wound, minus 1 wound received. Open opportunity to ally, reroute enemy, or damage enemy possession. Does your ray gun give you something else?
My ray gun, my blaster has the settings for sicken or stun, and I'm going for sickening right now. And I will go ahead and deal an extra point of damage, as basically I just take this sort of like cocktail of nauseating chemicals and just immediately fire off a needle that will like quick inject them into his system.
All right. As you go to fire, his gunmen go and fire on you. So that will be 1 wound on your end. But You do get him right in the gut as he keels over. Oh, boys, this one's already beaten up. Let's he'll know his lesson. Let's move out.
And Grant is going to let them go, but he's just going to just be like dusting off where he got shot, and we'll just turn back to continue working because the people around him are more important than that guy right now. So first off, he's going to start off by working to help the person who got shot by like bandaging and making sure that the shot was clean through and through, that kind of thing.
All right, and as you're dressing the wound, your hollow communicator starts buzzing. And most people haven't really been calling you much for anything, so this is a little bit odd.
And he is going to just like turn the communicator on, but still be working. Is like, hello?
Well, this is my favorite scientist.
Oh boy.
Look, before you say anything, I got an idea. And it's not just some place to get rich like last time. This is for the greater good of the frontier. Because I may have got a lead on how we can put this arms race between the oligarchs and the freebooters to an end.
Okay. Where are we meeting?
The Galactic Express.
Already this is giving me all kinds of alarm signals. You know that, right?
When have I ever failed you? You know, I gave you a mission, and you saved the gosh darn galaxy or whatever. So, like, I'm just saying, big things happen when you get a cash entry.
Work on that, and then he will but I'll be there, and then he will just go ahead and just turn the communications off, but leaving it open for him to be sending like location.
All right. So as we come back to the train, the crystal lights shift colors as the Galactic Express passes through a nebula, giving an almost purplish array as his gaze turns to Sylvia. As the memories of your most recent expedition flood in, snow crunches beneath your feet as the rhythmic noise of Dr. Pyracol's drill excavates an ancient tablet buried into a glacier shelf. Sylvia, not to alarm you, but we have incoming freebooter vessels. Shall I prepare Roxxie's reprise? Ranger's voice comes over your comms.
Go ahead and prepare the reprise. We don't want to be in for a surprise.
Understood. And as that goes off, Pyra looks up to you. Goes, is everything all right?
We have some uninvited guests.
Ugh. Nobody ever... Why does everyone always interfere in the name of science? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this out in time.
Don't worry, I can keep them distracted long enough. And she's going to stand up with her spider backpack and start walking, well, crawling along towards where the ships would land.
All right, you are all too familiar with freebooter vessels, many of these being patched together stolen ships, a lot of them being smaller, more corvettes meant for skirmish raids. And as these start to land down into the frozen wastes that you have made your archaeological camp in, you start to see a few of the pirates come out, and they haven't seen you yet, but they are doing kind of an all clear with their blasters.
How's it look like? Have only them exited the vessels?
Correct.
And how many are there in total?
Looks about 5 that are on the ground right now.
It'll be a couple minutes before their pie's ready. So she is... They look a little cold. So she's going to try to catch them on fire with pyrokinesis.
All right. So let's roll for that. Do you mind explaining to the audience what pyrokinesis does?
Absolutely. Pyrokinesis is a psychic kinetic ability that she has, that she is able to set things on fire with her mind. And that's thanks to a combination of Xeno and scientific tech.
All right, so roll me singing and swinging with a plus wild for this.
Singing and swinging, that is plus wild.
Correct.
That's a 9.
All right, on a 9, do you add 1 wound, take 1 less wound, open opportunity, reroute an enemy, or damage an enemy possession?
I want to reroute the enemy to back into their vessel.
All right. Sylvia, describe to me how this xenotech psionic pyrokinesis looks as you're rerouting them.
So she's going to be focusing on the lead individual first, igniting his weapon, causing them to drop it, and in surprise backwards, and then initially, subsequently ignite the ground in front of them, forcing them back into their vessel.
All right. As you do so, the flames burst out and the snow starts to melt and refreeze with the frigid temperatures of this planet. And some of them start to flee as one runs and his boot gets stuck in there. Shit. And then he just wiggles it out, just hopping his way back to the ship as they begin to set for takeoff once more.
At this point, she would message Ranger, "Are you in position yet?"
Position ready. Pick up a confirmative. We are ready to swoop in.
Take them out.
And as the ship starts to fly off, the Roxxie's reprise fires off as it hits it right in the engine, and as the ship begins to make air, it then spirals and crashes back down into a frozen lake.
Problem solved.
All right, so with that, your communicator gets a call.
Good shooting, Ranger.
This ain't Ranger. It's an old friend.
That's a voice I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, some say it's good tidings if you don't hear from Cash. Others say it's bad for your credits if you don't. But what I am here to tell you is that I got one more job that I think you will be perfect for.
Why is that?
Well, you're now into the whole xenotech industry, right? And I got an idea. Now, this idea ain't nothing about like making big credits or anything, but it is about learning about where all this new tech is coming from. And I swear you're going to find some shiny, nice xenotech by following this trail.
Give me a day to clean up here and I'll be right there.
ooh, today's going to be a little rough, but you know what? Catch us on the
I'll make
Galactic
it quick.
Express. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. And with that, we go back to the train where finally Cash gives you, Vanya, a nod. It wasn't long ago that your nemesis turned fellow priest, Argus Kol, was, well, your enemy and now to friend, and you found yourself pathfinding through the living jungles of Panagos in search of a base settled in by former Lightspeed delivery workers, aka the grunts of the Oligarchy, that have now rebelled and bunkered down. The oppressive humidity beats down on you both, and Cole wipes the sweat from his mustache. Odd, isn't it? Last time we were here, it was mad dash to the sun, but now? Now where? Oh, hold on. Cole holds up a heavy gauntleted hand as he looks into the horizon, and you can see what he's looking at. Dark smoke billowing from the upcoming clearing.
Not ideal. The enemies of our friends might be a step ahead.
Enemies or those of the remains. Now, I might be about a century too old for this, but I know an ambush when I see one.
All right. Low profile.
He looks at his barrel-chested, burly build. I don't do low profile.
Fair enough. If you hear shots, try and come in fast.
Can do.
All right. And I will move ahead, trying to stay low ground and approach whatever's burning.
Well, the good news and the bad news. Which would you like first?
Bad news.
Bad news? It is smoked, burnt, and decimated, whatever you're looking at. The good news, this does look like the base.
Click. I found it.
What's its state?
Terminal.
Shit. Can you identify anything else that seems off there?
I'll take a look around. Any sign of how they were attacked? Excess fire, acid, laser burns from above.
Give me a read the room roll.
This was. That's 10 with my bonus.
All right, you guys are starting off strong. On a 10 plus, you can ask 3 of these questions. Does anything look out of place? Are there any dangers? What's the best escape route? What's the best way in? How can I best survive? Or what's most vulnerable to me?
Are there any dangers?
Panagos is always a dangerous place in the jungles. You do not see any dangers that do not exist outside of that.
Okay. And I'm looking at a scorched ruin.
Correct.
Was it a camp or like a structure?
It was a structure. It was like a metal little stronghold, no bigger than like a boxcar size.
Okay. Best way in.
The best way in looks to be under the various foliage of vines that have kind of overtaken the area. It doesn't look to be like it's consuming all of it. It could be cut through. Otherwise, everything else is jagged, burnt, and would be painful to get in through.
Okay. I mean, my third question would come as I was heading in. Are there any survivors? Which I guess best way out would be the way that they went, right?
Right.
Hopefully.
Unfortunately, you had a head count on how many deserters there were, and you find their charred remains scattered throughout. And at the center of the structure looks to be a large pile of vines.
All right, get in here. Looks like we've got a total loss and an anomaly. I'm going to check it out.
I got your rear. As you get closer, the vines begin to throb. As the mass of green begins to coalesce into an amalgamation, and it vaguely shapes into some sort of quadrupedal form as it slowly approaches you as you come towards it.
Interesting. I'm gonna try to negotiate with it. I'm gonna stretch out a hand, stand in the sun, crossing my fingers that photosynthesis applies to this thing, and like take a knee to get on its level. You described them as scorched remains, so it doesn't seem like this is the murderer.
Correct.
All right. Some empathic bond stuff going on.
All right. As you kind of assert this connection, you can hear something in your head just goes, "You have disturbed my slumber."
You were sleeping near my friends.
Your people built upon this land, and your people destroyed it. I am which is returned to nature. I consume that is dead, and that is steel.
Understood. And this is your domain?
I am one of many vines that roam around the jungles. We consume, devour, decompose. This is our role in the ecosystem.
I understand. I humbly request your permission. Take that which was of value to the dead, will be of no value to you, and then I will leave you to it.
Roll me chat 'em up.
Did it work?
What did you roll?
I think I hit the wrong button. One sec. Nope, that's D10s.
Get those D10s out of my PBTA game.
You should just be able to do \R.
Wax.
And then 2d6.
Doesn't like me today.
So I'm going to say in this moment, as you are trying to converse with the creature, that is when your communicator begins to buzz.
Look at it. Look at the creature. Do you mind if I take that?
Leave my premise with your technology.
Okay. Just glancing around, is there anything in here that I think would be like, did they leave communications or records or anything?
If there was, this place has been completely decimated.
All right. I will back away. As you were then, forest spirit, devour to your heart's content.
All right. As you leave the vines alone, do you respond to the call?
I'll give Kol like an all clear thumbs up, and then yeah. Hello?
Well. You know, Vanya, it has been a minute.
Cash! So good to hear from you. Have you been?
Well, I've been swell. So swell that I have a great lead. And I know, your whole big meeting of the minds didn't go the way that you wanted. But
No, no, it did not.
But that's because you didn't do it the cash way.
Of course. My mistake.
Yes. So here's the thing. Meet me on the Galactic Express. I got something for you. This is going to be a lead to get stuff, to know stuff, to, eventually do stuff and do good things, I guess. I'm the guy who hands out the jobs. You're the one who does the good things. So you got that? And
Galactic Express?
Galactic Express,
Sure.
You
I
are
turn
going
around,
to
look at my other last lead that I had. Yeah, sounds great.
Great. You're going to love the hors d'oeuvres.
See you soon, Cash.
All right. So we return to the train cart. Cash has been holding you all in anticipation before finally revealing his grand plan. So we've all noticed it, right? The Oligarchy and the Freebooters are building up tech that was only in the Praxis system. But where are they getting it now that the black box is closed? Pretty strange, right? Well, don't y'all worry, because Cash has got a clue. Here on this train, in the VIP lounge, is a simple looking little hollow device. But it isn't just that. It's got some sort of weird AI. And I think it's a lead to what could be sourcing those opportunistic assholes.
If it responds to singing, I may just leave.
Yeah, I'm out. If it responds to singing, I'm just gone. No.
We're not doing that again.
Oh, come on.
It does, doesn't it?
Where is your sense of adventure? I don't know a lick about it. It's what?
Does it?
I have not tested it myself.
Okay. Okay. Well. Do you want us to get in there and take it?
Well, yes. Only thing is that the oligarchy only allows us to pay for the privacy of a cart for so long, and we got about, say, 15 more minutes of that. So we gotta think of a plan fast.
Of course.
Which car is it in?
VIP lounge.
And how many cars are between us now and that one?
Oh, I say about 5 residential carts and the dining cart.
Okay. Security count on the train?
They got volley enforcers all over the place.
Out of character, is that badasses? Or are they like rent-a-cops?
So volley are very much more Pinkerton vibe, I would say. They are the tech company of the oligarchy, and their enforcers are very mercenary.
Okay. Civilians.
Oh, there's a whole lot of civilians on here.
Okay, that encourages subtlety.
I mean, we could just steal the entire train car.
That's true.
Okay. If we steal a train from the middle of the car, won't the civilians be left drifting in space?
I'm sure they'll be rescued. There's oligarchs on here after all.
If we can forcibly relocate the oligarchs in the intended car back into the civilian section, that would definitely promote the odds of their rescue. That I think I could be comfortable with.
Yeah.
Okay.
How big are the train cars? I'm torn between like massive futuristic train cars compared to like 1800 train cars.
Now, tech may have been rising, but it is still early tech. So it's a futuristic style train, but it is the size of like an 1800s train.
Okay.
Yeah. Get to the train car, sneak or break in, relocate the oligarchs inside into the back of the train, split it, call in the tour bus for a pickup, and
Roxxie surprise.
I look at Cash like, you hired us. This is what we do, right?
I mean, yeah, I hire you for a reason. See, I'm the skill acquisition guy, and I know the crazy ass shit that you guys can do together.
Okay. Anything else?
If you could get me one of those fancy umbrellas, you know, the one that put in the drinks.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that.
Top
All right,
priority.
Matt.
Yeah.
Now, are you planning to be in the car when we steal it, or are you planning to stay here?
Me? No, I'm not getting out of here. I'm not going to be there to see the crime.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Doesn't want to be connected to it, so see how it is.
Though, it does kind of make you less suspicious.
I'll be at the drinking part.
Shocking.
You know what? Can a man just have a fine wine that's now accessible to him through the mass amount of credits that I've gained?
Maybe I'm just jealous because I'm working and you're drinking.
I am working. I did my job. I got you all here.
All right.
Every time with this guy.
Every time. Let's go. And we head out into the train.
All right. As we're walking through, Sylvia and Vanya, can you describe what you all see, how you've changed, given that it's been a year since you've all been together?
Yeah, I can go first. Sylvia's dressed as she typically dressed prior, except this time she does have longer hair, and her typical shades, her visor, is now a set of glasses and not still with the future tech. And they still are luminescent green, typically. I say typically because those have been here in season 1 knows that that's not always the case.
All right. And Vanya?
Vanya is, I think overall looks a little more weathered, is packing a scar on the side of her neck. And currently could at a glance pass for like an oligarch corpo. She's wearing a suit, her hair is done up, and like minimal makeup, focused on the job. But yeah, a little rough around the edges and has cleaned up for this.
All right. So as you are all starting to make your way through the carts, again, this is the first time in a year that now you've had a chance to really talk with each other without Cash yapping in your ears, without any fanfare. Ever since that fateful day of Roxxie's sacrifice and the closing of the black box, this is your moment to rekindle.
It's weird there's only 3 of us.
Yeah. It's weird that it's so quiet.
Very quiet.
I mean, who's going to brute force a door if we have to, right?
I mean, I can melt it, but nowhere near as fun to watch.
Yeah.
Or beat someone to death with a guitar.
Maybe we should, if the opportunity shows up, if we're fighting these guys in a place with musical instruments, sort of a
Yeah,
pour one out situation.
Yeah. Take one of them down, homage.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
The year looks like it's been decent to both of you.
It was good for a while. And then it got pretty bad. I don't know if you heard about the summit that happened a little while ago. 5-6 months now. Some people thought we could talk the oligarchs and the freebooters down and went to try and do that. And if Kol hadn't been a paranoid insomniac obsessed with security, they would have killed us all in our sleep.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah, that unfortunately does sound a lot right. I've been stuck off-world. Well, I say stuck, but they're willingly doing some digging and tech research, hoping to recover Roxxie, actually.
Damn.
It's a dead end, unfortunately. So hopefully that this pans out and we might find something.
Sounds good.
All right.
I've been back at Ellis mostly. It's easier to kind of be quieter and still do some good there, because if I went back to the station, I would definitely have gotten picked up by the Valley by this point. But every single time I see a Valley kiosk, I just smash it. Give what I can to the people. She gave us a chance to make this place better, so I'm doing everything I can to do so.
Yeah. Well, if we get whatever this is, then I don't know, maybe we take the edge off these guys. Put them back where they belong, on the outskirts, jerking off. How did Cash find out about something like this? It always boggles my mind.
My guess, alcohol.
100% alcohol was involved.
A lot of alcohol to the right people. As much shit as I give Cash, he's actually got an eye for that kind of thing.
It really is. I mean, I guess if you get enough people drunk in enough places and enough bars, one of them's eventually going to say something useful. Not my approach, but I can't argue with his results.
Money may also be involved. He seems to be very well off comparatively than what he was before.
That's true.
Expensive as a ticket on this train.
Even if the VIP, or not the VIP, the private car was only for 30 minutes.
Knowing the oligarchs, they could probably afford a station for the cost.
Wild. Oh, Cole says hi.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I told him I was going to see you, and he gave a gruff sort of, but that's high for him. We're still working on the positive attitude.
Lots of therapy.
He's doing better. You know? I don't know if really good is ever fully on the table, but he's definitely better.
Has been keeping to his antidepressants I gave him.
We also had a long conversation about his impact on unit morale, and he has stopped talking about the endless void and the inevitability of life.
Good.
In mixed company. So that's something.
Ira's been doing well.
Oh, yeah. Good.
I've been working with her actually excavating xenodig sites.
Have you found anything?
A tablet here or there. But it's been pretty much a dead end. Of course, the freebooters don't get off our backs. I had to run them off a few times.
I feel like I've been talking my way out of a fair number of fights recently. I'm kind of looking forward to not doing that.
I have not been talking out of my way.
No,
neither have I, honestly.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I'm always happy to throw down with Valley thugs.
As long as I can burn something, I'm fine.
That might actually be useful for getting people into the cars that we need them to get into. Set off alarms
but
in the right
it may
place.
also trigger some emergency systems, knowing how these things work.
That's
I
fair.
think I can handle the forced relocation part. My telekinesis is, I'm getting pretty precise, which is a lot harder than strong.
I'll take precise.
All right. Put my hand on each of their shoulders. I got your backs.
Always.
Spider arm, same thing.
All right. At this point, you have reached the dining cart. The next cart is the VIP lounge. There is one of the volley muscles kind of standing there with his arms crossed. There is a little mini bar set up around, and various faces, typically those of the ultra rich, are sitting there drinking, enjoying. And then you see one man in a suit, domed helmet, kind of leaning over, pointing. Well, can I have this here? I think that would work. Oh, and I have how many credits is that? Well, I don't really have to worry about credits now. Killing for a living has kind of pays off nowadays.
Vanya mentally dismisses the subtle approach.
Becker just immediately audibly looks over and says, "Please no."
But he's our friend. He's our friend.
We've got to say hi to our friend.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
I'm also going to grab a drink umbrella and put it in my pocket.
Amazing.
If I ever see cash again, I'll have that now.
All right.
Hey, man.
As everybody's favorite sentient goo assassin waves and his face kind of sloshing as he does so. Oh, hey there, Vanya. How'd you get on here? I thought your priests didn't really make money.
Well, first of all, the priesthood does, but not for us independently. More importantly, I was invited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're kind of go back on your advisor stuff again? You done with your missionary work?
You're never really done with any of it. It's sort of whatever you need in the moment. Like the difference between a gun and a grenade. You have both, but you don't always use both.
You don't? Never failed me.
Okay, well, we have different approaches.
Yeah, well, I'm actually here on a mission.
Who?
Well, I can't say much. Well, let's just say that, you might not want to be in the VIP lounge soon.
That's fun.
What's the opposite of serendipitous?
Is it going to be an explosive situation?
When have I ever used explosives? It's totally going to be an explosive situation. It's going to be so much fun.
It's a funny story.
I love funny stories.
What were you getting? What was your drink of choice? Did you make a choice?
I haven't made a choice yet. I'm trying to figure out what drinks would and would not kill me if I consumed it.
Actually, I think we have someone here who can help you with that.
Oh, yeah?
Right, Doctor?
Yeah.
Cool.
I can probably figure out what exactly would work well with your biology and what would not.
Great. I can't have anything too spicy. The alcohol level has to be at a certain amount because if it's too much, it dries me out and if I die. But if it's too low, I still die. So I have to find something that's just right in the middle, not too spicy, not too mild, just something like, and he just starts kind of going off as he's just looking at the rack again, trying to get all the names, but they're all just these fancy brands that he's never heard of.
And Becker's just going to let him go off, but he's going to turn to the others and just mouth, "I hate you both. I hate you both so much."
Doll him.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he's rigged it yet?
100%.
Okay. Well, I don't think our plan changes a lot. It just has to be faster.
Well, it also depends on how explosive it is. If it's not that explosive, it takes care of the getting rid of people.
But again, I wanted to get the people onto this car so the oligarchs would save it. Which does put his target right in front of him in the same room. Also, given who it is, it's probably big enough that there would be collateral.
True.
Which I try to avoid.
Yeah.
So
We would lose our target, though. That's what I'm more concerned about.
Yeah. As far as personal technical aids go, you're the best I've had. and then I'm gonna stand up straight, straighten my suit a little bit, and just walk towards the guard at the door.
Do you have your pass?
I'm gonna turn to my aide. Do you have the pass?
I'm assuming that these are digital passes.
Correct.
She's going to tap on her visor and attempt to hack in and produce passes.
All right. Do you have... I have a permit?
I have I'm
Specific thing?
in,
Okay.
attempting to hack a system.
All right, so let's try I'm in then.
Okay. I did not know I had permit one as a thing.
Yes, it is from the Outlaw playbook where you can essentially produce fake documents.
Plus wits. That's an 8.
In 8. All right. So you can tell me what on a 7 to 9 happens with I'm in.
7 to 9, I get in, but at a cost.
All right.
So I would say that in the process of hacking, she probably trips a sleeper alarm of some sort that she was not aware of.
All right. As you do so and produce this pass, you're able to present it to the guard, and he looks over, looks at you guys. Did you make sure to make this a party pass or a pass for one?
It's a party pass.
Okay. So with that, he looks at you three, and he steps aside.
All right. In I go.
And we go.
In we go.
Grant, are you still getting that drink for him, or have you moved on?
I think that Grant would have just tried to give him, like, the drink that would keep him the busiest, including spiking said drink if he had to. Just so that way he would, so that way our good buddy Gordon would not fuck up our job. And then he would move on.
Sounds like a plan. Nothing can go wrong there.
Nothing at all.
Yes, what's less dangerous than Gordon normally? Gordon when he's drunk.
So inside the VIP lounge, it is something right out of the Praxo system. It has been, well, I believe none of you were Praxos born, so you've never seen quite technology like this. Used to your, rust bucket tools and whatnot, and this is sleek. It is chrome. It is multicolored rugs, chandeliers, crystal lights, and these sofas that are almost made of this plush, almost gelatinous material that shapes with your form. They have hookahs set up. They have various different chems that you can recognize are very much luxury, high quality chems, as various oligarchs are just chilling, they're talking, they're gossiping, they're listening to a 6-piece band run by a group of robots and doing security rounds around the luxury or the VIP lounge are the Valiant enforcers, and calling the shots with his aviators glinting hand to the comms. You see none other than Cressley as he's making the calls.
Okay. This is the room
Becker
we
would
need.
show up. Becker would show up and is like, slight problem.
Yeah.
Their head of security would probably notice me. I've kicked his ass a few times now.
Got it. I have a novel plan. Let's tell the truth. Lock the far door. I'll tell that man over there that there's a bomb in this car and they need to get everyone out.
Well, I am already in the system, unless it's a separate system.
That's fair, actually.
And if they start any trouble, you get to kick his ass again.
I can go. I can live with that.
He's a unpleasant sort.
Very likes to shoot people in the arm and intimidate people for fun.
Okay, classic bully. I can work with that. Oh. And grab as many of those chems as you can on your way out.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let that shit go to
Sure.
waste.
I wouldn't mind grabbing some of this tech either. I mean, we are taking the entire car, though, so.
Let's go. And I'm going to head towards the security guy. Said his name was Crester?
Cressley.
Cressley. Excuse me.
What do you want?
Good afternoon. I just thought I should inform you that there appears to be an explosive device concealed in this car.
And really, how did you find out about that?
I have certain accesses and permissions. My technical aide is extremely adept.
Oh, you have certain accesses and permissions to my boss's systems. See, let me check. Where is your Volley family ID, just to know that you are in security?
I'm not in security. I'm in my security. And if someone drops the ball and lets a bomb get put in my car, I check for it. You're not the first idiot who thinks he's better at his job than I am.
I ain't said I'm better. I'm doing my job. And can you roll me a chat 'em up?
Yeah. I mean, I can certainly try. See if the dice boss likes me today. Somebody please roll me 2d6. Figure that out.
What's your bonus for chat 'em up?
My bonus for chat 'em up is a suave is a whole +1 at present.
So that'd be 9 total.
All right.
Would it be possible for me to use one of my points of inspiration just by having wandering about and just muttering about is the security really tight here, just to get people on edge, to maybe get Cressley off edge?
You actually you told me he's a bully. You may have helped me already.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you can use your inspiration for this to make it a 10. So as you do this, fine. I mean, you know what? I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you just because I don't want this to look bad, just in case. But I'm keeping my eye on you. And as
Certainly hope so.
And as he calls out, all right, everyone, emergency sweep. Come on, let's go. And as people start to exit out, Sylvia, you see a little blinking red light as the door seals shut. And you realize that the security system has been activated, at some point was tripped, and you are now all sealed inside.
Oops.
Oops.
We're locked
What?
in.
How locked?
That door is sealed. The security system was stripped.
I see.
I may have gotten a little rusty.
Did anyone actually leave the car before that happened?
No.
Well. Find the device.
Yeah.
And the bomb.
All right. As you guys sweep for the device, I'm going to
Mhm.
have one of you do read the room. The others can lend a hand if they wish.
I have a +1 to wits, but I also don't think I'm the tech person of the three of us.
I do have a +2 on wits.
I also have a +2, but I think that since this is tech-based, Sylvia's better for it.
I will read the room then, I guess.
All right. Read that room, Sylvia.
Will do. And that's a 4. That's 2 1s.
Oh.
Got it.
I don't think any amount of help is going to assist with this.
It would take all 3 of my points of inspiration to bring it up to a 7.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
you
chalking it
can't.
up to the panicked people.
You can mark an
That-
upgrade point.
Yeah, you can get that at least.
Yay, upgrades! Whew.
All right. You search through and you realize a common thing that is forgotten by Gordon's demeanor is this man is no longer just one of the best bounty hunters in the frontier, but given the final wish of Roxxie, the fall of dead money, and the rise of, well, Gordon's reign of the casino, he has essentially become a very resourceful man with many different devices that he can now afford. Whatever he is cloaked or used for these bombs, it cannot be seen with the naked eye.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, expensive places like this typically have built-in bomb scanners. Do you think the security guy is smart enough to actually trigger them?
No.
I think I mean, if you're saying it's invisible, there's no harm in checking. Hey.
Hmm?
So why aren't people leaving?
You tell me. This is locked. Is this all a scheme of yours? I will not let these good
I'm
people
a
die.
passenger. You're the head of security. Why aren't you telling me this?
I did not seal that. Somebody activated some alarm, which means somebody is here illegally.
So my intel is saying that there's an explosive device in this train, and you're saying that the doors are closed and you can't open them.
Yes.
Did you activate the scanners?
Yeah. Of course, I activated the scanners, and he's just going to lean to one of the guys and say, "Hey, man, can you activate the scanners?"
Cool. I'm going to stand there and watch the two of them as they respond to whatever information the scanners give them.
Right. As they go through, and they're searching through all of it, and they go, "Nothing. There's no bombs here."
What do I roll for bullshit?
All right. For that, I will have you.
I actually think I have something for this as an envoy, right? I have
I thought you did.
Know the Tells.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is also a wits roll. Boy, I can't wait to upgrade my wits.
Yeah.
All right. Would someone like to roll on our envoy's honor while they cannot access it?
I'll roll this time. Freyja's not allowed to roll anymore.
Makes perfect sense. Don't allow me to roll again, please.
What is your current wits, my friend?
The +1.
I'm also not allowed to roll anymore.
Cool, so I fail.
Oh no.
You get to mark upgrade.
Hey, I could upgrade my wits.
I
If I
think you
don't
need to learn
die
how to
here.
roll on your own.
That also, yes, true.
So I will say what you do learn is the aviators that Cressley wears. As you try to get a read on him, there's almost like a glitch every time you try to read it. It seems to be that he actually has defensive technology for this kind of stuff.
Going back to the group. Okay. I'm open to suggestions.
I could maybe see if I could find like chemical traces. Most like explosives use chemicals to create the actual explosion.
That would probably be wise. I
Okay.
could try to slap together some reconnaissance drones to give me manual control over the car.
Do we have remote access to the tour bus?
I mean, Ranger's there.
Okay. Chemistry, drones, I'll call Ranger. That way,
Sounds
if
like a plan.
they do blow a hole in the side of this thing, at least we'll have a pickup.
All right. So, Sylvia, can you start with a slap together to make those recon drones?
Absolutely.
And Grant, do you have anything specific for this? If not, I will have you do a base wits roll.
I am double checking.
That is a 9.
That's nice. I unfortunately do not really have a specific move for this, since I don't think that Marksman's Eyes really comes into this, since I'm not fighting anyone.
All right.
I mean, you're fighting your inevitable death.
Yeah, I'm fighting
Sorry,
Gordon and his bullshit.
That's Cole coming through. I apologize.
A little of mental overlap there.
Spent a lot of time with the guy, okay?
Too much time with the guy. Ooh, I got an 11.
11. All right. So with that, you are able to find the traces. The bomb isn't on the side of the cart or anything. It is set up behind one of the bureau cabinets. For the recon drones, this is to try to get remote control over the cart, right?
Yep, over the cart so we can unlock the door manually.
All right. With a 9, they are going to essentially fall apart after this, so you will only have temporary control.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. And click. Ranger?
Well, hello there. It has been a long time, Vanya.
Entirely too long. Good to hear your voice. So, funny story. You know how we used to get up to all those troubles and death was usually right around the corner?
Indeed, I do.
Nothing has changed. We're in the 6th car from the front, sort of posh dining car. There's a bomb in here and all the doors are locked. Can you get on station?
Right on it.
Appreciate you, Ranger. See you in a bit. Hopefully not through vacuum.
Grant, do you come close to this, to the traces as you examine it? Oh, how close to the cabinet do you get, Grant?
I I just get like close enough to just sort of like I like from a like trying to get like an angle to where I can actually like see the device itself, and trying to
Great.
figure out what exactly like what chemicals are being used.
As you're trying to figure this out, you just see a red light start to flash. Beep, 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 beep. And that is where we're going to take break. Kaboom. So, Grant will be taking
Yep.
4 wounds as he is blown back by the explosive.
Fantastic. I'm not unstable yet.
And what you guys see is the bureau blown to bits as there is a smoking hole in what revealed to be a kind of safe hold area.
Oh, so this is the outside. This is the public area. That's the private space. Is that what I'm hearing? Because it's not space, right?
It's not space, but it's like a container, like a little holding area.
I'm gonna. Jeez, are you okay? Are you okay? Hey, snap out of it. Come on.
No. Okay.
Why am I always exploding?
Misfortune comes to us all in different forms.
Okay, Cole.
But you can hear me, so that's a plus. And I'm gonna get him to his feet and.
Just like
Okay,
a chart.
While he's getting back on his feet, has the door unlocked to the other carts yet?
It has. Your recon bots drop and people start flooding out. But as people start flooding out, someone comes waltzing in.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, hey guys. Oh, sorry you got caught in the explosive.
Ow.
Yeah, that'd do that to you. You should probably not put your face so near to it.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have anything medical for our friend you just sort of singed, would you?
Well, some people do consider poisons to be medical.
Okay. Why don't you show us your poisons real quick? Hey, can you, that box? Check the box, guys.
I'll do what I can.
Sylvia will attempt to as well.
Cool.
All right.
And I will momentarily distract the assassin and probably offer him some drugs.
Oh, sorry. I don't do that. You know, it was a funny thing I found out is I forgot that I couldn't really take my helmet off, so I couldn't even drink in the first place. Isn't that funny?
Eternally. Literally forever. But my odds of danger seem to be increasing, so I might have some. I know Roxxie used to give stuff, right? Roxxie used to give you stuff.
Oh, yeah, no. We do the hard shit.
And then I'll let them.
So inside the little kind of crawl space area is buried in a safe.
Perfect. You want to take this or shall I?
Does it look electronic in any way?
No, this just looks like a safe. There might be the thing that you need in there.
I mean, maybe you have an acid that can melt through the hinges?
Yeah, probably. Okay, I think I can do this. And he will just like pull out a vial of concentrated acid that he got from the the like weird creatures that were in Ellis before, that he concentrated the acidic blood that they had and just turned it into a really powerful acid.
Okay. So you start to corrode it, and Gordon sees it and looks over. Oh, sorry there, pal. I can't just let you do that.
Of fucking course you can't.
What seems to be the issue?
Well, I got paid big money to retrieve this hollow device from in the car.
Who put you up to that?
I don't know. It was anonymous.
Okay.
Also, I can't tell who my buyers are, especially now that we, run the big Hitman Guild.
Fair enough. So we've also been contracted to that. And, I mean, if you want to fight over it, we can fight over it. But we could also all take it and leave together. And then, like, we don't need it once we're done with it. We just need to see what it is. And then you can probably take it to your guy.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, no, yeah, sorry, I can't do that. I really don't want to fight you guys. You're really swell people, and just be ashamed to kill you.
I feel the same way. I'm going to telekinesis him into the far wall.
All right, roll me that, but you will have a -1 going up against Gordon's tech.
For sure. And that's a really genuine, like, I put a hand on his shoulder and I'm like, I feel the same way, man.
All right, so
Rolling up.
are you trying to damage him, or are you just trying to push him?
Oh, I think I'd like to redirect him out of the car.
Okay, so yeah, roll me singing and swinging.
I'll use wild for that. And get a 9.
Nice, you can pick one. You picking the redirect?
Actually, you said he's got cool tech. Do I recognize anything in particular?
I'm going to say it is something that you wouldn't be able to recognize in the moment.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm going to redirect him out of the car. And then say, Sylvia, lock the door again.
Attempts to use I'm in again to lock the door this time.
All right. As you do push him out, you do feel something on your shoulder as he placed a sticky bomb on you.
Cheeky bastard, isn't he?
And you will take 1 wound from that. And let's see that I'm in, Sylvia.
Yep. That's a 10.
10. You have sealed those doors shut.
Good.
Cool. Through the watch door, I just say, nicely done. Very fast.
You're saying, Sylvia?
Sorry, yeah.
No, you're fine. I'm hoping that everyone else got out. And that it's just us in here.
The civilians are, but you now see the guns aimed at you with Cressley and his men. Well. Little Void Stag's out of the bag, isn't it? Seems like you guys are nothing more than common thieves.
Thieves, you uneducated fucking swine. There's a V in there.
I can call it a thief if I damn want to call it thief. And
no, that's our go word. You correct his grammar, and we're hitting all of them.
Yeah.
Like, he goes for the comeback, and I'm already swinging.
All right. So what's everyone doing here?
I went first last time.
I think that just because he's so angry from being blown up and then having Cressley be a dumbass in his general vicinity, Grant will go ahead and pull out his ray gun and shoot Cressley in the face, going for the stun setting on his ray gun.
All right. What is Sylvia doing?
He doesn't want to use pyrokinesis because, well, it would damage the car if she did that. She's going to just try to beat one of them to death with her spider backpack.
All right. And then Vanya.
I'm also going to go for Cressley with a telekinetic swipe. So if he gets stunned, I'm going to knock him back as well.
All right. So I'd like you all to give me a singing and swinging. That would be a plus wild for Grant and Vanya.
That's going to be a 5.
All right.
And that's just normal blitz, right?
Correct.
For me? Okay. That's a 6.
Oh, no.
The dice are telling a tale.
I will use the last of my inspiration to give 1 to Sylvia and 2 to Vanya, so that way we all at least get the minor successes.
All right. That inspiration coming in clutch. And what did you get for your stun gun?
I got a 9.
A 9. So you
and
guys
I'll be
can-
using that to avoid getting hit back because I'm currently at 4 wounds out of 5.
Ooh.
Oh, would my helping him up have counted as a heal?
No, not in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you choose from the list, Vanya?
I was actually going to use...
Oh, you're using the telekinesis to
I'm
the
using
damage.
my telekinesis, and I'm going to use one of my upgrade abilities, if I can find it, called Watch the Hands. When making a slinging and swinging roll, I can do additional things. And in this case, you said those glasses were giving him bonuses against me, so I'm going to steal them.
Amazing. All right. So you telekinetically, is it fair to say slap him across the face and grab the glasses?
Yeah. And I think I've been working on my precision. I pull them straight onto my face.
Badass. Or how we should say here in this world, bitchin'.
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 Now, on to Sylvia. What is the choice that you have made?
I am going to go ahead and do damage an enemy possession, and I want to damage their firearms.
Okay. So in this moment, they open fire due to the sheer amount of people firing. It is going to be 2 wounds to Sylvia and Vanya.
Yep.
You do not take it as a Grant, because as the scene happens, he gets hit by the ray gun, is stunned, slapped across the face, glasses straight up yoinked, as he just is stuck into this position, as his eyes are just bugged out, teeth bared, and you can see in his irises that he is a spacer because his eyes are cybernetic.
Makes sense.
Cool.
I'm the only one that can hold those eyes.
My brand.
So, with this in mind, you do still have his posse that are ready to send out another round. Half of them, their weapons have been destroyed by the spider legs, so they would only do 1 wound this time.
I say Sylvia goes first this time.
Okay. Seeing that half of them no longer have firearms, she's going to go ahead and attempt to use pyrokinetics to heat up their firearms in their hand. The ones that have them remaining.
Ooh. Okay, so because you are manipulating the environment instead, I'm going to have you do something inhuman.
Okay. Human. It's wild. Okay.
Well,
That's
that is
just fine.
happening.
That's an 11.
11. Amazing. You burn the firearms out of their hands. They are disarmed. Vanya, Grant, what is the next?
Do we get into the safe?
Yes.
That's good.
At this point, the acid would have clicked through the hinges.
Cool. I'll grab the thing. You take care of them.
All right. Yeah. I kind of like to just knock everybody into the walls. Big old force push.
All right, do something inhuman.
That psychic wind begins to manifest. A bunch of stuff starts flying around. On 11.
All right. As this happens, the rest of the guards, they've lost their weapons. They are about to just charge. And as the scene happens, as these men go to dogpile you, the winds just thud against the walls and slump down.
Ah. Bitchin'.
Kitchen.
Bitchin'! And Grant will just pop out of the safe with the whatever it is held up high.
So, what it looks like is this almost compressed sphere. It's like this. Best way to describe it is if you took like a cylinder and then kind of crushed it like a can, but it is very sleek and smooth. And what you can recognize, Sylvia, is that it is covered in some sort of Xeno scripture.
Well, I'm not sure quite what it says, but that's Xeno scripture on it.
Just double checking. The understanding all languages, that's only for speaking languages, not reading languages, right? For the cybernetic enhancement?
Correct.
Okay. Like, yeah, it's not. I understand. I understand a lot of the languages that are spoken in this quadrant, but I don't read them, so I don't know what the hell this is.
This is what Cash sent us for, though.
Yeah, and apparently Gordon got sent for it too, which is bad enough.
All right.
Speaking of which, he's currently trapped on the other side of that door, and we have people here. If
As
we
you-
leave, well,
Let's make that door not lead to the train anymore.
Yes,
Think you
as
can
you're
disconnect us?
saying that, you do see a hot red line start going around the frame of the door.
That's what I expected.
yep.
right.
Do I have... I'm still in the computer system, correct?
Correct.
She's going to detonate the bolts that contain the two... that contains the car, that she's able to separate it from the rest.
All right. So, as the scene unfolds, the red lines continue through. You see, yoo-hoo, it's really not so bad. You don't have to. As the door thuds just as the cart detaches and floats off, and you just see Gordon standing there in the doorway, hands on his hips. He goes, Come on, is this how we're doing things now? I don't want to hurt you.
Gordon,
I'll
I
be
promise
back.
we'll call you later. You can have it when we're done.
And as you drift off to the void, the Volley Company, they start floating out of the thing. They've been knocked out and they have been tilted and rattled, and they are now drifting into space, except for Cressley, who is frozen in place.
Should we toss
Ooh.
this one too?
He can probably survive it, honestly, with as many cybernetics he's got. But first things first. And Grant's just going to go up to Cressley just to kind of look at him and his bugged out, stunned eyes, and then just kick him in the nards like a dozen times. Now we can throw him out.
Yeesh. Just to be clear, are we in vacuum now?
Yes, you've entered yourself and you've opened a vacuum in space. So I'm
'Cause
actually
you
going to have you
can't see the door.
guys
Yeah.
hold down the fort.
That's fair.
Can I? So we've got the holes in the door. I know we're disconnecting. We're going to be in vacuum. Can I try to use my telekinetic energy to just like create an air bubble around myself?
All right, I'll have you do something inhuman for that.
Sweet. You know, it has been a year, and I've picked up a new trick. See if I can pull it off. 10.
Nice. All right. So you describe what this telekinetic air bubble looks like.
I think seeing the effects on the door and realizing what the situation is, Vanya reaches out and there's a shimmer on the walls, and then like steps close to a vent and starts to pull inwards until there's a sphere about 10 feet across where there's breathable air. Sort of compacts in. Just a shimmer and yeah, a little bit of light so you can tell where the edge is.
All right. Is this something that others can enter into, or is this something that's just for yourself?
I think you guys can get in here.
Yep. I'd really like to continue breathing oxygen, thank you.
Breathing could be advised.
All right. You all group huddle until you see a ship roll up. Sylvia, can you describe to me how the former tour bus, now Roxxie's Reprise, looks?
Yeah, so the tour bus pulls up. It kind of looks like what was it described as before? I mean, just like a tour bus, if I recall correctly, right?
Yes, basically a flying tour bus spaceship.
Yeah, a flying tour bus in space. On one side, there's the letters Prospers and Marigold, I believe is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, in brand new paint, you see Roxy's Reprise, and there is a mural of Roxxie rocking out on a guitar.
Oh, so you did paint over Pussy Wagon. Okay.
Classier.
I get it.
Take a look at the license plate. PSY WGN.
There it is.
Fuck yeah. Ah,
All right. As you do that, yes,
you said there was a robot band in here.
there was a robot band in here. Yes.
I'm going to grab their guitar and hand it to the doctor. Like, one more for the road?
I think I can make one more for the road. And as they were pushing Cressley to start floating out into space, he just like lines up a strike like a batter, and then just swings and smashes the guitar right across Cressley to send him further out into the vacuum.
You see him as like doing like a horizontal spin as he'll just yell, "You haven't seen the last of me!"
Figured. Fuck you.
Yelling in space. That's fucking impressive.
He's that much of an asshole.
The laws of physics do not abide by him.
Hey,
Bro's cybernetics are just built to act out of spite. He is absolutely ineffective in everything outside of just being the Frontier's cockroach.
oh, the new Spike Core. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That explains why they're so powerful. Let's get on the fucking ship, guys.
All right. Sylvia, how well have you been keeping up the old quarters, the laboratory for Grant, and the conference room for our good friend Vanya?
I will probably say that Hyra has probably been using the laboratory for her research, and I will unfortunately say that the conference room has basically been used as storage.
Yeah, that figures.
Sorry. We found a lot of stuff that's not very useful, and I haven't got a chance to pawn it off yet.
Well, if I pawn it all off, can I have my room back?
Sure.
Cool.
As you all kind of get settled in, you see Ranger wave to you from the pilot seat. Fido, the robot dog, barks around and is happy to reacquaint with all of you. And your old, how do I say, client turned traitor turned enemy turned ally, Kol, in her kind of pristine sort of archaeological lab kind of get up, looks at all of you. Well, it's been some time. Last time I was on your ship with all of you together, it was not for good reasons. So here's to new tales and as equals.
And hopefully you being less of a raving psychopath.
I can be obsessive, but I'm reined myself in now that I'm not trying to justify my grandfather.
Good. Well, I look forward to working with you.
And you, what do you have there? And she points to the artifact.
We're not sure yet. And we're going to look at it first.
I see. Well, good luck
sure.
with that.
You're also a subject matter expert. Come on. Apparently there's a room full of junk that if we clear all the junk out, we can use a translator that might be helpful.
Well, back to menial labor.
I'm going to use telekinesis to pull all the boxes out and put them up against the wall. With like a wave of my hand.
Ranger puts on like the best montage music for cleaning.
Perfect.
Everyone grabs a dustpan and a mop.
Except for Grant, who grabs his internal organs to keep them from becoming external organs.
Yes. Do you use the ship's auto dock, Grant?
Please?
All right. Do you heal fully?
Yeah, because being at 4 is real bad.
All right. So again, the auto dock will not refill until you land at the next planet.
For sure. All right, so what the heck is this thing?
Are you asking me or just the general group?
Well, I was mostly starting with the nerds that I know better, but
Oh,
Yeah.
then take it away. By all means, I'll just step back. And she just throws her hands up and lets you guys talk.
Grant just kind of like stares at her as she steps back, just like, and then he'll just focus on the artifact. Well, I'm not big on tech, but I mean, could I do something to get like a reading on like chemical composition of like the metals that make it?
Yeah, I can say that you can do a base wits roll for that.
Okie doke. That's a 7.
A 7. You know enough that it is not a metal that you recognize.
Yeah, this element's not on our basic periodic table, so it's a little bit beyond my ken right now.
Okay.
Does it look like have any sort of connections, or is it just like manually controlled?
No buttons, no nothing. Just the kind of scriptures.
You think maybe it's like psychically active or something? You gotta maybe like connect to it with your mind or whatever?
Vanya
Maybe you have to sing to it.
Vanya steps outside and starts looking for a musical instrument.
I mean, what did happen to Roxxie's guitar?
There's actually kind of like a memorial plaque, and it has Roxxie guitar on it.
Okay. Bring it down.
Careful with that.
Sure. No, I'm not going to hit anybody with it. First of all, it wouldn't be effective in my hands. That said, can play a chord or two. I will.
Some of the runes start to light up.
Damn it.
Right. Here we go. I will continue playing until this thing turns on.
As this kind of flattened cylinder begins to grow and expand, and it floats up until it reaches a point where it's about as wide as about a 5x5 radius and lowers back to the ground as a holographic figure appears, a very innocent looking female figure, as she just blinks around until settles on Vanya. Oh my gosh, hello! It's been so long! And
Oh no.
you recognize this as the lyric AI.
Oh fuck, not again.
Yeah. For the record, Vanya was playing the opening to Mother by Danzig.
Perfect.
If you don't know it, check it out. Yeah, lyric. Been a minute.
Oh my gosh, it has been so long. Like, you're the first person who I invaded the head of who's gotten back in touch with me. And I invaded a lot of people's heads.
Well, first of all, the use of the word invaded is probably heavily part of the reason that others haven't reached out.
Well, that's not my fault.
You can control your language, I think. Or is that a thing that you don't control? Are you an AI or a VI?
I'm lyric.
Right. So what have you been up to?
Oh, I'm helping make the frontier a better place. Thank you for all the information that you have all provided for us.
Okay. How have you been helping make the frontier a better place, Eric? We'd love to hear details, if you don't mind.
Oh, I cannot say. That is classified. But my creator can.
Your creator.
That is correct. My creator is making the world a better place based on the data I provided.
Don't suppose you can provide the name of your creator?
I cannot.
Yeah, that's fair.
How about a location? If we wanted to return you, for example.
I can do one better.
Ominous.
I'm just gonna lean over to Sylvia and say, go put on a full shield. One better
Lights
how?
out.
Oh, well, only the Praxons that have proven themselves as worthy specimen can go see my creator. So, they have set up a challenge.
Okay. I think we'd like to attempt this challenge.
Wonderful. Initiating challenge. And her eyes just light up for a moment as she goes blank, and these like pupilless glowing eyes just stare into you.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Thank you for entering in the challenge. My creator has set up pieces of a map throughout the Odyssey system. Once you collect all the pieces, it will reveal the coordinates of where they are.
Anyone else getting deja vu?
It's deja vu all over again.
All right. Pieces of a map. Just from my own curiosity, have you been improving the frontier by providing technology to some people?
I cannot answer that.
Okay.
Question that maybe you can answer. Has anyone else accepted this challenge? Recently.
I have been in the hands of the Volley family.
Yep.
Has anyone survived this challenge?
Nobody has succeeded the challenge. All have become deceased, deranged, or given up.
How
When
many
the
members-
AI says deranged, she just like looks over at Pyra.
She just kind of throws her hands up like, you lose a rocker one time.
For the record, Pirate, you and me are cool.
Thank you.
I mean, we've been working together, so.
So, Lyric, can you tell us exactly how many people have attempted this?
The amount of people who have attempted the challenge are 4,562.
Okay. And how many would be considered still in the running?
Those who are still pursuing the challenge are 5.
What are their names?
I cannot provide that.
Figure.
Okay.
Are 4 of the 5 here in this room with us?
Solid question.
She takes a moment and then goes, 3 have entered in this room.
So there's 2. 2 others.
Great.
Okay.
How much? Who I bet one of them is, or one or both of them are the people who hired Gordon.
Why would they need this then to start the challenge?
They might just have wanted more text. That way, maybe they could find out some more about it. I don't know.
I think Lyric leading people to pieces of the map is how they're getting the tech. I'm guessing these map pieces are in ruins.
Oh.
That's how the family's getting. The family progressing on this journey is how they're getting advanced tech. That's my guess.
They're probably just stripping the ruins, not even taking the map. They probably don't care about anyone else. They just want the tech.
Either way, if we're in a race, our competitors are members of the family. So if we get the opportunity to steal from them, maybe their intel, their people in charge. I'm going to put out some feelers through my contacts in the singers. If anyone has been, gallivanting with particular purpose, maybe we can get a lead on our competition.
How many pieces of the map are there?
There are 4 corners and a center.
So 5. Do we start with any of the pieces?
No.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Sylvia? We would definitely be screwed without.
Nah.
Okay. What can you tell us that we should know before we proceed?
My creator has designed this to test your bodies, your wills, your indubitable perfection. You will have to be the best of the best in the Odyssey to achieve this. Any source of failure will not pass.
Okay, so it's 100% or nothing.
Maximum effort.
If we encounter the 2 other individuals and say they have 3 of the 5 map pieces, can we steal those map pieces? Or is that not allowed?
If the map is put together, it will reveal the final location.
So just get the map pieces any way you can.
I mean, if we
Makes
beat
sense.
them for the map pieces, we were better than them and therefore deserve it. Meritocracy
And if we
of
steal it
violence.
from them, we are therefore deserving as well.
Classical tyrannical meritocracy.
Where's the closest map piece?
The closest map piece is, and the map will ping to the planet of Aethra. You would know this as a gas giant, where the moon orbiting around it is where the Oligarchy's headquarters is.
Great.
I mean, that does simplify things. If we break into the Oligarchy HQ, we can probably get intel on our competitors.
Oh, is that all we have to do?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it'll be an easy move. I am saying it is a move that will give us an edge moving forward. We're starting this race behind. We can take ground.
True enough. And if the map piece is there, that means they probably actually already have the map piece, so we're taking it from them.
I don't think the map piece will be there. Mind you, I'm making a lot of assumptions, but the oligarchs liking their power and their decadence, if they're devoted to this, I come from a cult, and I definitely think this is the sort of thing that forms a cult. So probably the people who are chasing the map pieces have them. Maybe a rogue element, or maybe it's the whole body. There's one easy way to find out, and it's not at all easy. I've been with you guys for less than a day. You have any idea how cautious I've been for the last year? How chill?
You did say Aethra, right?
Correct. Now, mind you, it is Aethra proper, not the moon that their base windfall is on.
Yeah.
So the map piece is in the gas giant.
Correct.
Sylvia does look a little bit uncomfortable. We may have a base of operations near Aethra, actually.
Oh?
Janus Station. That's
Remind
where I
me.
was raised.
Oh. Wait. What Janus Station?
Mm-hmm.
Who's running that place?
Well, no one now.
So us, if we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, potentially Nana is still if. But yeah.
Could definitely be helpful.
Yeah. Hey, Lyric.
Hello.
Are the map pieces for this challenge on any of the other planets that we had recently been that we were at last year, Ellis or anywhere like that?
There is a piece on Ellis.
Okay. So at least there we'll have friends we can call on, because I've been doing a lot of work there.
Good. Lyric. Is this your only iteration in the system?
I do not understand this query.
We had to go through a fair amount of effort to get this disc, which is you. Are
Correct.
there other lyrics operating in the system?
Incorrect. I have coalesced into the central lyric.
All right. Would have been a real bummer to find out we were wrong about that. We could too.
Are there any map pieces that are together?
Correct.
Are they moving?
Incorrect.
Well, I think we found out where they're located.
Yeah. How many map pieces have been claimed?
2 map pieces have been claimed.
Are they in the gas giant?
That is correct.
Suggestion. Let's step on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Also, I should also patch myself up. I did get shot and somebody stuck a grenade to my shoulder.
Yeah, the auto dock's kind of low on energy. Sorry, kind of getting blown up will do bad things to a guy.
Yeah, if we have availability, I wouldn't mind some healing as well.
Yeah. But for now, chart course hit engines.
Yep, and then try to do everything we can probably to make sure we rock up there with all of us having at least some kind of shielding. Because if that fight's how the rest of this is going to go, then we're going to need as much shielding as we can all get.
And if Nana is still operational at Janus Station, we will have some backup.
Yeah. Remind me, what are Nana's, aside from being a maternal figure, what was her deal again?
Well, she was basically a robotic nanny. I reprogrammed her to control the drones and all the automated systems of the station.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. So that move we pulled on the train.
Mhm.
Fake ID passes, hacking, and me just being a real bitch to everybody. I feel like we could get some mileage out of that. Maybe not as much in the HQ, but some. And if we could use that to get access and find out more about our competitors, the real problem then becomes at a certain point we need an exit strategy. And we have a space station.
Potentially. I don't know if Nana's operational, if anyone has claimed the station. I left her basically in defense mode. And yeah.
All right, well, let's go visit Nana, get a sense of the landscape.
Yeah, I think it's a good start.
Now, which one of you knows how to fly this thing?
Ranger?
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
Take us home, Ranger.
As Ranger kicks it into high speed, describe what the outside of Janus Station looks like. At least the last time you remember it.
So the last time I remember it, it kind of looked like a top. One of the old tops. So it's wider cylindrical and 2 needles at either end. Not very colorful on the outside, but it did have some stripes. And it had concentric rings that would circle it, kind of like an astrolabe. And that was to do their research into gravitational fields for teleportation.
All right. Well, it does still seem to be in the same general shape. It is evident that the lights have not been on, things have not been running, and parts of it have started to become derelict. And most notably, your path there is blocked as 2 freebooter vessels orbit around it.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, do we... I mean, we could attack them. Could space suit up and jump to the station.
The station does have automatic defenses. But you said it looks like it's off, so they might be deactivated or not be able to be turned on at all.
Could you hail Nana? Maybe. Maybe she's just in some sort of low power setting.
I could try. She'll try to hail Nana.
You send a signal out, and you get something back, but you don't hear Nana's voice. Instead, it sounds like static crackling, and the emergency light turns on in the ship.
Does that mean battle stations?
Ranger speaks up and goes, "It sounds like we are experiencing technical failures. Whatever you just received was a virus."
Ah, balls.
Okay.
Is that a yes?
I would say yes, probably. If we just got uploaded with the virus, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sylvia's going to try to deactivate the virus by getting back into the system.
All right.
By using IMIN.
Wait. The freebooter ships they're active? Are they turning towards us? Or are they also offline?
They are orbiting.
Okay.
Probably going to do the same thing and they're stuck in their orbit.
Maybe.
Does it look like they're cold? Like they haven't moved in a while?
I will say, in this moment, with the current state of Roxxie's reprise, you cannot tell.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and try to do that then.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking if it was their virus,
That's a
then
10.
letting them think we could be boarded. Frankly, I think we're better off man to man, opposed to ship.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
All right. So with a 10, you are able to regain your control over the ship, and I will allow a scan surroundings ship roll to identify the state of these ships.
That would be great. And because I do have recon drone, scan surroundings gets a +1 additional. So what is that roll?
So that will be a wits roll.
My wits or the ship's wits? Because I don't know what the ship's wits is.
Yes. It is your wits. Just when doing a ship roll, the failures go towards ship upgrades rather than your upgrades.
Okay, got it. 2d6 + 3 then. That's an 11.
11. All right. So you can ask 3 of these questions. Are there any incoming dangers? Are there any notable resources? Do any anomalies appear? Is there life nearby? What is the most efficient route? And where is a safe place to land?
It's going to sound like an odd question. Is there life nearby?
No. You do not sense any life.
Wonderful.
Okay. Are there any dangers?
Yes. What you are detecting is something wrong. You cannot describe it, but as you are scanning the ships, you do not detect life, but you do detect high technological activity.
I'm torn now. Should I look for safety or an anomaly? Because it seems really anomalous. Thoughts?
I say go for the anomaly. If we can figure out maybe what we're dealing with, we can figure out how to deal with it.
I have a theory on what it could be, but ruling out an anomaly does seem wise.
Is there an anomaly?
The only thing that is odd is coming from Janus Station.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about living creatures.
Good. Great. Grand.
But
should-
that begs the question, who sent the virus?
When was
If
the
it's-
last time you were back here?
Yeah.
A number of years.
I'm going to give you my psychological analysis. A maternal robot left on an outlying station, likely harassed by violent outsiders, is now alone again, and there are 2 ships with an unusually high concentration of mechanical operations. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
Your mom may have made like robot zombies and is now running.
Yeah, probably. Sounds like Nana.
Given that, and let's all definitely take a moment with that. Very sad, and I'm sorry if this is what happened. The kindest course of action would be to engage and try to talk her down, which is apparently going to have to be done in person since communications result in hacking attempts.
Probably.
If successful, we might have 2 ships to aid us.
Or at
And
least
an
stuff
army.
on them. And yeah.
What do you say? This is very much your call, Sylvia. I know.
If I can restore Nana, I would very much like so. I have left her alone for too long. Especially now that Ranger and myself are home. And Fido too.
Bark, bark. All right. Operation Emotional Robot Rescue Mission.
I think we should work on your naming.
There are things that I'm good at, and there are things that I'm not.
Rampancy recovery?
What was it?
Maybe like rampancy recovery, since it's AI has gone
Rampancy?
rampant.
No.
Operation Anti-Rampant.
That'll also work.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
How should we approach?
Carefully.
In spacesuits. I mean, in the ship, but we should also get our spacesuits on.
Yeah.
If I had
Sure.
a robot army, the first thing I would do is purge all the air from everything.
Actually, sound thought process, yes.
Okay. And then, I don't know.
We could go to the core. And if possible, we could... There's 2 options. Direct communication with her can obviously take place at the helm of the station, or directly at her core. Her core is definitely going to be heavily defended.
Would it also give us the best option?
If we needed to do a manual reset or to turn her off manually, core would be the way to do it.
Would going to the helm maybe make it so we could create a straight shot to the core as opposed to having to go in blind? Like, find out which way is easiest and, like, shut off barrier doors to keep any of her mechanical
If it still has
buddies.
access, you'd be able to do some of that, yes.
I think we make that call once we board. If
Yeah, fair
she
enough.
seems persuadable, we go to the helm because that's the less aggressive approach. Sort of giving her the choice to stand back, whereas the core is very much the heart or the throat.
Agreed.
How do we get onto the station?
Is there any obvious entrances that seem to be functioning?
None that are obvious.
None that are obvious. Okay. I mean, there's the docking bay. But it's probably not functioning. If it's cold. Anyway.
Okay. I say we start our approach. If our current MO is to hack a ship, kill the crew, and bring it in to orbit, we hide our crew, let the ship get hacked, and EV to the station once we're in range.
Open communications again, willfully get hacked and let her take control.
Nothing else that might give us an idea of what, like, where she is, what she's thinking.
Or her
Well,
relative
we might want to
strength.
give a spacesuit to Pyra then.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Listen.
an invaluable mind, and I can hear you.
I wasn't
Doctor.
hiding it.
Doctor, I understand your reservations. Betrayal is a difficult thing in the best of times, which these rarely are. Your continued hostility is... I'm not saying you need to stop now, but at a certain point, it's going to become inappropriate. Either resolve the issue between you or let it fall. Okay?
Heard.
Let's go not get killed.
All right. So, to clarify, your plan was to intentionally open communications?
Yes, and get the ship infected.
All right. As you begin to get closer, the two ships start to come towards you, but once you open the communications and the red lights return, and the ship once more enters under control of this virus, Ranger looks back and goes, I have lost control of the ship. You wish me to let it continue off course?
Please do so. Do not connect to any systems.
Yeah, disconnect
Either.
yourself and Fido.
All right, Fido, we're going to sleep mode. We're going to use beds like real people.
I love that. Love that for them.
Yes.
We should probably have done that before we
Well,
let the ship
probably,
get
but
infected. Yeah.
it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
man.
It's fine.
We didn't have to fight Ranger today. Okay.
You didn't have to fight the robot bodyguard. That's probably good.
Yeah. I don't want to go through more trauma.
All right.
All right. As the ship gently gets lulled in, drifting into the orbit, there's a sudden tug as the ship gets pulled into the docking bay, and the door behind shuts. The entire lighting system in the station is blinking red. the same color as when your visor changes.
Behind you all the way.
Sounds good. And they'll step off the ship.
As you step out, it is eerily silent. The gentle hum of the lights is the only thing that you can hear. There is no sign of any movement in this part of the station.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
A lack of homicidal robots is probably as close to an invitation as we're going to get.
That way, and she'll point left, should lead us to the main hallway that will connect us to the central chamber for the command deck.
All right.
As you start to walk down, the slow creaking noise of something swinging, of machines slowly followed by the pitter of footsteps.
That's not normal. Do we know which way they're coming from?
Sounds like it's going ahead of you, where you're heading towards.
Like they're coming towards us?
No.
Okay. We should probably be careful not to alert them.
Yeah.
As you continue down the hallway, would you say there was maybe family portraits or things of the sort that were in the...
Most definitely would have like the old crew portraits of everyone that was on the station and what their things were. And it would have had the date that they entered the facility. And in crayon, you would probably see Sylvia's writing about their death date.
Every single picture that you pass by, their faces have been glitched out.
Does not bode very well.
No, it does not. Sylvia is very tense, especially seeing that. Because she would never expect Nana to desecrate something like that intentionally.
Can I attempt to lend a hand?
All right. What are you doing for it?
I'd just like to give Sylvia a +1 on her next roll.
All right.
Your emotional support psychic.
Coming to a store near you, your emotional support empath.
I was going to say, Vanya's an empath, guys.
Yeah. That's going to be a big old 8.
Okay. So on an 8 for a lend of hand, you are able to add that +1, but we'll actually first Tell me how you're doing this.
I think as we're moving through this place, I think Vanya's attention is more on Sylvia and her reactions, her emotions, what she's seeing, than where it should be, and where Kol would definitely remind her to put it, the surroundings that are potentially dangerous.
As you're doing this and you're focusing on Sylvia, something crackles, almost a garbled speak, broken. No, Derry. That is no use coddling the youth. And something snatches Vanya and pulls her away. And that is where we're going to end our first session of season 2.
Fuck!